Ever heard of the carnival that simply disappeared? Not just leaving town, but vanishing without a trace. This isn't a tall tale crafted around a campfire, no. This story comes with chilling eyewitness accounts and details that will haunt your mind. Welcome to the Nightside Archive. Tonight's story, the carnival that vanished without a trace. In 1948, a traveling carnival known as the Moonlit Mirage was last seen rolling into a small, unassuming town in central Louisiana. Locals were excited. A carnival was a rare treat in their sleepy community. Posters had appeared overnight, advertising dazzling acrobats, magic beyond imagination, and an enigmatic hall of secrets, promising truths no mortal should know. The tagline was simple, yet haunting. Once you enter, the moonlight will find you. Nobody thought much of it. It was marketing, part of the allure, but what followed would shatter any notion of fun or excitement tied to that carnival. For 3 nights, the Moonlit Mirage became the epicenter of attention. Attendees flocked in droves, drawn by the bright lights and hypnotic calliope music that seemed to hum in the very air around them. But something was off. Attendees reported strange occurrences, bizarre shadows that seemed to shift and flit just outside the edges of the light, mirrors in the funhouse reflecting faces from other eras, and inexplicable whispers in languages no one could recognize. Then, there were the performers themselves. The magician was said to stare too deeply into the eyes of his audience. The fire breather's flames were often cold to the touch, and in the Hall of Secrets, let's just say those who dared enter didn't leave with smiles. Most of the town chalked it up to elaborate theatrics, clever tricks to boost the carnival's mystique. But within a week of the carnival's visit, it became clear this was no ordinary show. It was the night after the carnival's abrupt departure. The townsfolk noticed something chilling. Several attendees from the prior evenings were missing. Entire families, in some cases. The local sheriff's office began piecing together reports, realizing something horrifying. Every single missing person had entered the Hall of Secrets. None of them had been seen again. Panic spread like wildfire. The posters advertising the carnival had mysteriously vanished overnight, and the field the carnival had occupied was eerily pristine, with no tracks, refuse, or even the impression in the grass left behind. Locals claimed the smell of burning incense lingered in the air days after the carnival was gone. And there was one more thing, the music. Late at night, residents near the site could swear they still faintly heard that peculiar calliope tune, drifting over the empty fields like a ghostly reminder. Authorities mounted a search, deploying officers to every nearby county. What they found only added another layer of terror. The carnival's traveling caravan had been spotted many miles away. Or so it seemed. Farmers pointed local deputies to a patch of road where they swore they'd seen the procession just hours earlier. But there were no wheels, no horses, not even footprints, just the faint scent of incense and strange symbols carved into the dirt. Soon rumors flourished. People whispered that the Moonlit Mirage was no carnival at all. It was said to be a vessel for something far more sinister. Some claimed it was a ghostly phenomenon that wandered the country, trapping those foolish or desperate enough to seek its entertainment. Others whispered that the Hall of Secrets wasn't a gimmick. It truly revealed unbearable truths and punished those who dared to know more. And yet, there were whispers, too, of survivors, or at least of those who had left the Hall of Secrets alive, but irrevocably changed. Take, for instance, the testimony of a man named Gerald, who resurfaced in 1973, a full 25 years after the carnival's disappearance. Gerald claimed he'd entered the Hall of Secrets with his two younger brothers. As he recalled, the room was impossibly vast, filled with mirrors that responded not to his movements, but his thoughts. Visions filled the glass. He saw the death of someone he loved. A shadow gripped him from behind, and then nothing. Gerald awoke alone in a Louisiana swamp, 25 years older than the last memory he could recall, though without the faintest wrinkle on his face. Gerald became a recluse thereafter, refusing to speak of the event. He claimed late into his life to still hear the Moonlit Mirage's calliope music whenever the moonlight flickered just right. Chilling, isn't it? Many now believe the Moonlit Mirage was a kind of doorway, perhaps to another realm entirely. As theories evolved, so did the paranoia. Urban legends keep springing up around abandoned fields where the carnival was said to visit next. People claim that if you venture out at certain times of night, you'll see the faint glow of its lights in the distance, an unwavering invitation. So where did the carnival go? If Gerald's recollections have any truth to them, it may not have gone in the usual sense. Perhaps it simply shifted, rotating onto a different plane of existence, or into a place where time itself behaves unpredictably. No one truly knows. What's clear, though, is this. Even now, decades later, people still go missing under bizarre circumstances that bear uncanny similarities to that 1948 event. To this day, residents of central Louisiana refuse to talk openly about those 3 nights of terror. It's as if the mere memory of the event holds power, the kind of power no reasonable person wishes to test. And maybe that's exactly why the carnival showed up there all those years ago. Suspense, mystery, fear. It thrives on us, after all. What would you do? Would you ever risk stepping into the Moonlit Mirage if it promised you answers? Or would the faintest clue of its whispers send you running? Let us know in the comments. As always, beware, because sometimes the things we seek come with far too steep a price. Until next time, keep your lanterns lit and your curiosity sharper than ever. You're in the Nightside Archive.